Hey, Jakari. Yeah, go ahead. Let's see. I want this. Go ahead and ask your question. Can you hear me on here? I said go ahead and ask your question. Okay. Okay, good. Will I be in a relationship with Eva? She's my classmate, but I feel she has a crush on me. I'm a Leo. Okay, what information can we get about this situation? Three of them. Okay. So you got the Six of Cups, Justice, and the Nine of Cups. Let's move that over a little bit more. The Six of Cups tells me that have you known her a while? Like perhaps high school? Or is this college? Like, because the Six of Cups usually talks about like a love from the past. And it can be a soulmate card. It's a card of the past, though, of sweet and tender moments from the past. And Justice is a card of law. Um, the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. So I would say that whatever you're hoping for, there's a good chance that that would happen. So for a relationship with the Nine of Cups and the Six of Cups, I would say, yeah, there's a good chance that that'll happen. You feel like a soulmate connection with her. Yeah, that's why the Six of Cups, I usually read that. It could be one or two ways. It could be a soulmate, or it could be like a connection from childhood or your younger years. But it's a card of having a sweet and tender connection in the past. Let's see what else comes up for you. Mm-hmm. Well, half the deck tried to come out for you, but you got the Nine of Swords. So that tells me that you're having a lot of anxiety about this situation. And so let's see for advice. Okay. Has there been conflicts of any kind, like between you and this girl, or conflicts about this situation? Speed that in now. You're also going to see her again tomorrow. Well, what's coming up for like advice is talking about having anxiety, like your conflicting thoughts. That makes sense because yeah, that's coupled with the Nine of Swords, which talks about being in your head and being real anxious about it. But the Queen of Wands and the Four of Wands show up, and the Queen of Wands may be a fire sign, could be Leo. Oh, you're Leo, but Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. I think the Queen of Wands depicts her, that you find her sexy. And the Four of Wands is kind of like my marriage card. That now it doesn't mean that you're gonna get married to her, but it's like whatever you're anxious about, it's saying you're gonna have a good time. So don't worry is basically the message. You're gonna have a good time. And things do seem to be heating up with her. So a relationship is definitely a probability. I hope that helps. You're welcome. Hi, Callus. What's coming in love? One moment, hon. I'm going to get something. What's coming in love for Callus? Hi, Kimberly. Okay. What's coming in love for Callus? Okay. You are still grieving something. So maybe you've lost a relationship and you're still grieving from it. Is that possible? Or are you grieving? It could be anything right now, but I feel a relationship. Okay, yeah, you're grieving from a relationship. That's what the Five of Cups talks about. And the Five of Cups also comes with like a word of advice, is that sometimes when we're grieving or we're in sorrow, we're focusing on the cups that spilled. We're not focusing on the two cups that are still standing. So that's kind of a message to say, don't focus on what you've lost, but focus on what you still have. And the advice for you is your spirit guides, they want you to take time alone and go in and heal right now. Um, so for love, what's coming up for love is going to be a lot of self-love. Kimberly, I'll answer that right when I'm done with Gallus. So, yeah, I'm going to see if anything else comes up for you. Okay. Yeah. Your spirit guides are like really straightforward with this. They say surrender. Surrender to the situation. Surrender to the fact that you don't have love coming in for you right now. And go within, enjoy your solitude, and get back in touch with yourself and learn to heal these hurts. And that's your advice for now. I've been healing for a while. Oh, you got to heal for a little bit more. Because all the cards that come up is like the Hermit, the Hangman. The Hermit's going within. The Hangman is surrendering. And you in the middle of the Five of Cups. So just hang tight and be patient. And in the meanwhile, love yourself. You're welcome. Okay, Kimberly, and then Brianna, and then intuitive. I'm going to start writing a list here, so bear with me. Okay, Kimberly. Brianna, and intuitive. Okay. And then pet. Hi, pet. You're on the list after intuitive. We're doing Kimberly right now. Okay. And Kimberly asked, will I be in a relationship with Ryan or Clark? So let's pick a card for Ryan. A card for Ryan. Ryan 1. Okay. That's what flew out for Ryan. Okay. Clark. Okay. I'm not sure why it came out like this, but pretty much for both suitors, you got no. It talks about a lot of conflict being around you at this moment, and certain people feeling like things have absolutely gotten as worse as they can be. What's the right thing to do? Is there a lot of conflict surrounding the decision between Ryan and Clark? Let's see, one more for Ryan. Hi, Athena. I'll add you to the list. There's a lot of conflict with Ryan. Okay, because all that's wanting to jump out in the cards is just like absolute conflict. So let's see. I'm going to do this one more time. Ryan. One card for Ryan. All right. There goes two. Okay. Clark. Okay. Okay. I would say Clark sounds better than Ryan. Ryan looks like he's any emotional offer on your side, he's not going to take it. Like, there's no give and take in that situation. Like, he will not give to you equally. He will not love you equally. It'll just be like a taker, is what the cards are saying. So I hope that helps. I would go with Clark based on those two. Okay, let's update the list. Okay, Athena. I like the name. Okay, Brianna, if you're still here, drop her question. It sounds exactly like him. Oh, that's what popped out. I would stay away from him, honey, because I had one of those. Like, my ex-boyfriend, I took care of him. I took care of his mother. I was always there for them when any drama was going on or happening in their lives. And you know what I got? I got told, I don't care about you. And it was just like, I took care of them emotionally and during a difficult time, and then they gave me nothing. That's what that reminds me of. Okay. Should I move out alone or with the person I have in mind? Okay. So the magician tells me, let's get these over. The magician tells me that you have the power to make things happen. If you want to move out alone, you are totally capable of doing that. However, when it comes to people that you're surrounded by right now, you may be surrounded by deceptive people. If that's the person you have in mind, maybe the cards are trying to say that they can't be trusted. I don't know. But I think moving out on your own would be a better choice because the Seven of Swords coming up, and that usually talks about a betrayer, a backstabber, or somebody who's deceptive somehow. And the sun is like everything's happy and shiny in life. So I think that going alone, by what the cards are saying, would bid you better. Okay, what's up with that? Let me think here. Um, the Page of Wands is like looking out for something. I see it as like waiting on something or looking for like looking forward to something. And the Seven of Wands is a card of conflict, and basically this little guy is like back off. And the Knight of Pentacles, that talks about money, but it talks about it coming in slowly. So like any money that this person, I hear probably they'd be like late on rent. The money wouldn't be coming on time. It'd be coming really slow, and that would cause a lot of conflict. Um, so it's like one person paying their way and the other person like mooching kind of deal. That seven throws you off. It does make sense for this person. Okay. Yeah, that's just what I hear intuitively when I look at the cards. I'm hearing like a moocher, basically. There's always going to be excuses to why rent's late. There's, they're not going to pay for groceries. Like you're going to be picking up their slack kind of thing. So I would say it's better to try to like focus on your own sense of security and move out on your own. Okay. Intuitive, are you still here? Hey, Breezy. Intuitive, are you still here? You're welcome. I hope that helped. Yes. Taylor was getting so overwhelmed earlier, and it made me overwhelmed. And she kept talking during my readings because she was like panicking. So nobody could hear what I was saying. So I just closed it out. Okay, how does Denisha currently feel about me? She's an Aquarius. Okay. Currently, I'm really attracted here to the Seven of Pentacles, and what this card usually means when somebody, like how somebody feels about somebody, is it says like, what do I want? So that's what's going on in her mind. She doesn't know what she wants. Like, do I want this? Is this what I really want? She hasn't decided, like, if you are what she really wants. Um, I can see Page of Swords come up, like, if there's been a conflict. So, but the Page of Swords is an immature figure. So, it could be like she's also attempting to be logical about things. I'm gonna look something up. Okay, where are you? Just bear with me. I'm looking something up real quick to try to help me out. Okay, we won't use that one. Okay. Okay. Your lover or potential lover have an interest in you for the Page of Swords. They certainly have noticed your existence. If you're not yet a couple, they've considered what it would be like to be in a partnership with you. However, there is a chance that an individual who is around them may be negatively impacting their views of you. Someone may be in their ear, giving them false information, and this could cause your lover, potential lover to blow cold and distance themselves from you. So with the Page of Swords, it could be like there's interest there, but there may be somebody in their ear kind of like da 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 da. It sounds like the type of person she is. Now with the moon, I want to ask, like, in you don't have to answer this. You can keep it to yourself. But sometimes I see the moon come up when one or the other person is dealing with mental health issues. Um, so either she may be dealing with mental health issues, or maybe she feels that you are. So that's just something to think about, that maybe it could be even anything as simple as like anxiety or losing nights over it. But the moon, for the most part, is a very mysterious card, and it kind of like holds secrets in. If that makes any sense at all. I hope that resonated. Sounds like it did. Okay. And populated, adding you to the list. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. You're welcome. Yeah, just don't worry. Just like intuitive, my advice to you is like just give her time and let her decide how she feels and what she wants. Just be patient. Okay. All right, Pet, are you still here? Carl, I'll add you to the list. Okay, Pet. Drop your question. What'll be the Sag's impression of me the next time I see him in person? Uh-huh. Interesting. Uh-huh. Oh, come on. Okay. I'm going to stick with these two first. When the tarot doesn't want to answer a question, they'll kind of like give you cards like this. This is a message to say, in divine timing, things will happen. And for you to be patient, because the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving figure. And sometimes I have this card come up to tell somebody that they need to just wait it out and be patient and see. So let's see if I can get any more information. Okay. The Eight of Cups tells me that he's going to feel like walking away from something. Is there something in this situation that doesn't necessarily mean he'll be walking away from you, but is there a situation that this Sagittarius will be walking away from, or they want to walk away from? Maybe something in their life. Okay. And the Page of Cups is starting to get a little bit of answer. That's a card of like crushes and infatuation. So when this person sees you, they will definitely feel like infatuation. I don't know what he wants. I'm confused. I'm going to try to get some clarity because that is really confusing. What does he want? Okay. Oops. Okay. First and foremost, I see for what he wants is he wants to focus on his finances. Because when it comes to relationships and dating, he wants to be that provider, the masculine role of the provider. Because you have the King of Pentacles and then you have the Ten of Pentacles, two cards about a man who's a provider in a financial sense. And the Ten of Pentacles is about financial security, like kind of like you have the home and the kids and the family, and you have that sense of security. And he's in his head about this situation. Like, I don't know what exactly about it, but the Two of Swords tells me he is like weighing his options about something. I hope that helps. I would say stick with it and be patient and let this guy figure out, because he knows what he wants. He wants to be a provider. He wants to be that in that masculine role, right? He just needs to figure out how to make it happen. You're welcome. Okay. All right. You got Candy Co. and Tropical WAP and Queen Cleopatra. I'll add you guys to the list. Okay, Candy Crow. Tropical WAP and Queen Cleopatra. Okay. Athena is next. If Athena is still here, Athena, drop your question. Okay, how does Chuck feel about me currently? Okay, the Hierophant tells me that the Hierophant comes up in like relationship situations when something isn't meeting the status quo. Like, is it two people from different cultures? Is one of the person married? Is did they have different religions, a different upbringing, different social classes? What is it that it's in his mind that it's like, what is it about the relationship that doesn't, like, are you two different people from two different backgrounds? And he's feeling a lot of anxiety about this situation. um he does want to bring something new. He wants new beginnings for the situation, but he's feeling a lot of anxiety. Is it any of that resonant? We are different in several ways. He's the cool guy, I'm the nerd girl. Okay. Well, he definitely has anxiety about the situation, but I would say that Ace of Pentacles is a good sign. Maybe he wants to bring you something and your parents don't agree. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. He's feeling completely torn up over it, like kind of like losing sleep, really anxious, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. But the Ace of Pentacles does tell me that he wants like a new beginning. He wants, could possibly like to give you a gift. Maybe that could be a possible interpretation. So I would just say hang in there and see what happens. Those are the analogies. I got it. Let's see what else. What does she need to know? How about that? Ta-da! He does like you. There is mutual attraction. You got the Two of Cups. So even if he has a lot of anxiety over it, you have a lot of anxiety over it, there is mutual attraction there. So I wouldn't worry. Okay. Cool J, Alba, Crystal. Cool J, Alba, Crystal. I added you guys to the list. And Keela. You guys have been added to the list. Okay, next is Kimbobulated. Kimbobulated, are you still here? Yeah, thanks for having let me read for you. That's fun. And I'm glad that it resonated, Hud. What kind of future do you see for P and I? Okay. Okay. Interesting. So both the King and Queen of Swords came out in this reading, which tells me that you're both a logical couple. You could both be air signs, or you've met your perfect match, the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So I would say a level-headed, logical couple. Um, I see messages coming in because the Eight of Wands is a card of messages, and usually that comes up when messages are coming in. Judgment and strength. I'm gonna look up judgment because I'm not exactly sure, but it looks like strength, like you have a strong relationship. Um, Judgment and love. Now's the time to take a closer look at your love life and figure out what needs to be changed. The Judgment Tarot Love meaning indicates a time of self reflection and analysis initiated by an awakening. Issues in your love life that you once ignored may be seen clearly now, and you have the chance to make adjustments. Keep communication with your partner open and make sure both of you are aware of each other's needs. Small changes that the two of you make together can have great effect in your relationship. Your past actions and their consequences, whether good or bad, are catching up with you now. If you've made mistakes in the past, use the lessons you've learned to make changes for the future. Let's see. It's really quite new. We only recently started talking. Okay. So then that's a card telling you where I would say to reflect on anything that may have gone wrong for you in the past in terms of relationships, and to really reflect on that and what you can bring to the table. Um but I would say, I mean, it looks pretty good. Like, you have the strength card, you have the Eight of Wands, the messages coming in. You just need to have judgment in the fact of knowing where you've been in the past and making sure you don't make similar mistakes that you may have made in the past. He has his own business, and I work in the legal industry. I guess we are quite level headed. Yeah, yeah. This is like the perfect couple coming up, the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. That's a power couple. But it's like, it's not a couple who would be like the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, who would be very emotionally driven. This is a couple who's driven by like logic and reasoning. So you've been single for 10 years. That could be it. It could be talking about just reflecting on the fact that you've been single for 10 years. I'm going to see another card. That is kind of tripping me up here. Clarity on judgment. Clarity on judgment. Okay. For the clarification card, you got the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles talks about giving and receiving. Like when you're talking about a love relationship, we're talking about giving and receiving. Make sure there is equal give and take in this partnership. Make sure that you're not becoming the giver and he the taker, or vice versa. Or also make sure you don't fall into patterns where it's like one of you feels lesser than the other because the other's always giving and the other's like always on the receiving end. So that resonates for you. So yeah, that's just kind of what Judgment was talking about. Make sure you have equal give and take. Thank you, Candy Co. You did even say you were looking for equality. Well, I hope that resonated, Kimbobulated. I like your name. All right. Carl. You're welcome. Carl, are you still here? Carl, if you're still here, drop your question. I'll add you to the list, Yara. All right. After Carl, it's Candy. Candy, you're up. And you just dropped your question. How does Capricorn, close friend, feel about me? Well, the two cards that came up for you is Six of Cups and the Eight of Swords. The Six of Cups does talk about somebody who you have a history with the person. There's somebody you had tender feelings for in the past. It could mean a soulmate. It could mean a friend. Just maybe a childhood friend. Somebody you've known from your past. You have a history with them. The Six of Cups is also a card of reconciliation. So maybe this person wants to reconcile with you if you've had any trouble or any conflict coming up. They're in their head about something. They do feel stuck about something and in their head about something. Childhood friend, yeah. So whatever's going on with you two, they're in their head about it. There still is tender feelings, but let's see what else comes up. What are they in their head about? The Chariot, and the Swords, and the Sun. Did you have a disagreement about a car? Oh, that my ex-friend. Yeah. So it seems like somebody feels cut off in this situation. Somebody cut somebody off. But they still have good feelings for them. So, a Leo, the sun, that would make sense. You cut your ex-friend off. Okay, so they're in their head about that, about you cutting them off. You two could patch up things by the look of this read. You got the sun, you got the chariot, you got the six of cups. So if you wanted to, you could patch things up. She was toxic as fuck. Well, she's in her head about something. She's in her head about it, but she still cares about you, is basically what's coming up. And if she was toxic, I would not open that bridge. I don't know. Door. Manju, I will add you to the list. You're welcome. All right. Tropical WAP, are you still here? And everybody, please like and subscribe. Crystal, you got 4 ahead of you. But some people have left, so it might not. Okay, Tropical WAP's not here anymore. Okay, Queen Cleopatra, are you still here? Queen Cleopatra. Yeah, there's... Let's see. Cancerian Queen. Hello. I'm also a Cancer. I'll add you to the list. Cancerian Queen. Okay. Looks like Queen Cleopatra isn't here anymore. Yeah, cool J, you're next. What was your question? I added you, Amalka. Okay. There we go. Does my angel want me to send a message to my lawyer for a reset and speedy trial? Well, that's a very specific question, but I will see what the cards say. Okay, you got the Star, Death, and the Devil, which tells me that there has been an ending that has happened. There's been an ending that's happened, and you're healing from it. Is that right? I added you SBMC. Okay. And whatever this was, my intuition is telling me that it's been a relationship has ended in your life or something to that effect, and that it was possibly toxic. And I'm hearing trauma bonds, like you're bonded to this person through trauma. Um, but yeah, with the devil, there could be obsession surrounding this situation or another person. It could be sexual in nature. But there's an ending that's occurred here. And the star says that whatever has ended and whatever attachments that you're still holding on to, um, that there's hope for you and there's hope that you will heal. So I would say no on what you asked me. On your specific question, that's a no. Yeah, the sun. It's like basically a message saying better days are ahead. Yeah, Garama, I'll add you. So I hope that helps, Cool J. Basically, you need to heal from the situation of whatever you've lost, whether it was a relationship, a toxic relationship. Let go of any obsessions that you're having about this situation and focus on your healing at this time. That's the advice for you. I hope it resonates. Yeah, happily ever after. Happily ever after. All right. All right. Alba, are you still here? A glimpse of what's happening, not dealing with anyone. Okay. So let's ask for some clarity about love. Okay. The first thing that comes up I want to ask is, have you been involved in any third party situations? Um because it talks about, like, one way to interpret this is like, if there's a third party situation going on, there's an ending to that and there's healing. Okay. Then if it's not a third party situation, then it talks about friendship. To go out and meet friends right now, um, socialize. I know that's really hard with like the pandemic, but the advice is to mingle with friends and have fun. And there's an ending of some sorts here. Has there been an ending in a relationship or death in the family, or has there been any kind of ending in your life that you need to heal from? Stop it, Bostat. Like a month ago. Okay. So yeah, you had something come up in your life that, there was an ending. And yeah, that's what the cards pretty much say is like, while you're still looking for love, um, socialize, get to meet friends, make new friends, um, meet new people, and heal from whatever this ending is. And then you'll find love. Just keep the hope, but continue working on it. I hope that helps. All right, Crystal, are you still here? General love reading for what's coming towards me in love. I see communication coming in with a man who may be an older man, or it could be a man who's very disciplined. He may be in the military. But there's some kind of communication coming in. He could have protective feelings for you. Okay. 10 of Swords. So has there been anything that has happened, like a situation in your life that has just made you feel like it's the complete end? Okay, one card at a time. Okay. You also got the 5 of Cups, the 2 of Swords. Stop it. You are not going outside. You behave. Sick of that shit. Okay, I got the 5 of Cups, 2 of Swords, the Lovers, and the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is my penis card. So love and sex can be coming in for you, but it seems like you need to get over some kind of situation, because it's showing up the 5 of Cups and, you're sad about something. So according to the cards, you need to heal from something. But, what's coming up for you in love is there is something coming up for you. There is love. There is sex. It may be with an older man, a more mature man. Maybe you haven't met him yet, but that's what's coming up for you. All right, Keela. Yeah, my cat she's very bossy. You move in with your Sagittarius boyfriend. I hope not too old. No, I hope not. Maybe he's just older than you. Okay, you got communication. Okay. Enough. Come here. Come here. You see mommy doing something? You don't argue with me now. I don't want to hear it. You be a good girl. Don't argue with me. You're not going out. Your mommy's doing something. You behave. Okay. So I see communication coming, but slowly. And you ask about, where are you? Where are you? I just saw it. Will you and your boyfriend move in together? So I would say maybe, because with the Ace of Swords and the King of Pentacles, that shows that things will end up going slowly. So, like taking things slow. And the Nine of Swords tells me that you're feeling a lot of anxiety about this situation. That things aren't going as fast as you have liked. But even though with the Nine of Pentacles, things aren't progressing as fast as you like, they're still progressing. So I would read this as advice for you to be very patient and to clearly communicate what you want to your boyfriend. And try not to have so much anxiety over it. Just, try to communicate clearly and have some patience. Hi, Cece. I'll add you to the list. Cece Sagittarius. Okay. Yara. I have anxiety issues too. Like, I have generalized anxiety disorder. So I have panic attacks and all kind of crap. So I totally get it. You're not alone. SL, add you to the list. Okay, Yara, you're up. What's your question, hun? Question. What's your question? Yeah, Stacy, I'll add you. Stacy. Okay. Okay. No, I'm not taking you again. Quit popping out in my readings. Okay. Will her and her best friend, Yara and her best friend, reconcile? Okay. Okay. It's Pentacles. This is Swords. Okay. Here we go. So a lot popped out. And what it's basically telling me is, yes, you will reconcile because you got the Three of Cups, and that's like friends card. But you and this person need to have an honest conversation about equal give and take. There's not equal give and take in this situation. And somebody needs to stand up for themselves about that. That I feel like I'm giving and it's not being reciprocated. That's pretty much what the cards are showing. But there needs to be a conversation about equal give and take. You need to set boundaries with your friend. And yeah, just have a clear, honest, open conversation. But it does look like with the Three of Cups here that you will have a reconciliation. So you're really welcome. And make sure nobody takes you for granted, or if that's you, make sure you don't take anybody else for granted, because that's just really strongly what was coming up in the cards. Is yeah, that's what I felt. I'm kind of intuitive, and I do feel, somebody feels taken granted, and they need to express that and set clear boundaries. So yeah. Okay, Manju, drop your question. I'm glad it resonated, Yara. All right. Guess Manju's not here. Alyssa, are you still here? Alyssa. Yeah, right. I'll add you to the list. We'll wait a few seconds to see if Alyssa's still here. And if Alyssa's not here, Valka, are you here? Okay, Manju and Amalka are here. All right. Manju. Then Amalka. Okay. Manju, what I'm seeing come up for you is this person is focused on work. The Wheel of Fortune kind of talks about some things in life go up, some things in life go down. It's just wherever the wheel turns, right? Are things currently going good? Or are they currently going bad? And this person is focusing on work. And with the Queen of Swords, that tells me that they have cut you off. So they've cut off all feelings for you. They're like thinking logically. They're not focusing on you, and they're focusing on their work. Stop it. Yeah, the advice is if you have any rose tinted glasses about the situation, take them off. I would move on. This person doesn't seem to feel much of anything. Okay, Amalka, ask your question. Okay, wanted to ask. You're welcome. I'm sorry for the news. I want to ask if I'll get my kids back. Okay, so the situation about getting your kids back, the decision hasn't been made, but when it will, it'll be a fast decision. Um, I don't see anything saying that you won't get your kids back. It's just something like the decision still needs to be made, and once it's made, there will be fast action. So I would say that this is a good possibility that yes, you will get your kids back. All right. Sure, forget me not. Kid Syriad Queed. I would say yes. It didn't give a exact yes or no, but it pretty much talked about like a decision needs to be made, and it'll be a fast decision. So it wasn't a specific yes, but it wasn't, I didn't see anything in the cards to indicate no. Okay. Does he love Taurus? Does he love Cancer? Taurus. Okay. First of all, what I'm seeing with the Seven of Swords and the Six of Pentacles is that he doesn't love the Pisces. Or he doesn't love the Taurus, I'm sorry. If anything, he's cheating on the Taurus and playing around on the Taurus, and there is an equal give and take there. It doesn't say anything about love for the Cancer. For the Cancer, well, both of the only thing that would indicate love is the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords came out, and they're both a couple. But I don't see it as like a couple that's really in their emotions. It's like a logical couple. So I would say it goes more towards you, and that this Taurus person is getting played. But I would be really skeptical if they're playing somebody else. Like, what makes you think that they wouldn't do that to you? So I would be on guard. But yeah, come here, Bostet. Come here. Meow. Hey, be quiet. In the bed. All right. Okay, SBMC. You're really welcome. Yeah, that's my baby. She she's bored and mommy's not paying attention to her. So, what's your question? Okay, strength. So maybe they feel that you're a strong person. Maybe they also feel that you're compassionate. Okay, the sun. So they have good feelings for you. Okay. There's my phone going out. They have good feelings about you. The Leo sun. Okay, and they have a decision to make. So they're weighing the options in your head. Yeah, GAP, I'll add you. They're weighing the options in their head, but they feel really good about you. So give them time. Be patient. Hope that helped. Okay, Garima. It was Garima. If you're still here. And we'll add Georgia Peach. You're welcome. Drop your question. I don't know if the answer will come up that clearly, but we'll see what comes up and we'll see how to interpret it. Queen of Swords is really wanting to come out for you guys tonight. Okay. Well, I can't see if he's being transferred. There's no indication of absolute travel indicated in the cards. But what's showing up is like he's looking out and waiting to see what happens. And there are messages going to come in. So it's like in divine timing. But what's really coming up is that there are messages that are going to come in about this situation. Let's see what else he said. All right, whatever is happening in this situation, just be sure to, have friends surrounding you guys. So it could be a celebration. Okay, so that's why the friendship card. Are you worried that you're going to have to move away from your friends or move away from, the people that you know? Is that kind of what? Again, the Eight of Wands is like fast movement and messages. So it's not clearly saying whether you will have to move or not, but what it keeps on popping out is the Eight of Wands. So just like there are messages coming in about this situation, and just keep your ear out. But it's not given a definite yes or no. It just keeps, the Eight of Wands keeps coming out. And that's fast movement and messages. King of Swords. Is your dad in the military by any chance? Okay. What comes out is the victory card. But the Six of Swords does indicate moving, or at least moving on from troubled waters. So, what's coming out in the cards? Like, are y'all gonna have to move? It looks like something good's gonna happen, but it's a definite maybe. Like, it's not a clear cut yes or no, because it's like here you have victory, but then on the other hand, you have the Six of Swords. So that could be moving away from troubled water. It could possibly be like this situation getting resolved. But right now, I guess it's just a really big possibility that you'll have to move. So I would say that's a maybe yes. I hope that helped. Okay, happily ever after. Are you still here? Okay. I guess happily ever after left. CC Sagittarius. Okay, is Stacy still here? Stacy. Okay, Rain and Georgia Peach. Are y'all still here? Just waiting for people to see if they're still here. Meow. What you meowing about? Meow. Meow. All right. Now it's showing up. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm not gone. Can you still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Okay. Yeah, my screen that I was looking at, it wasn't showing anybody typing, so I left and came back in, and it's like, wow. Okay. CC Sagittarius, may I have a general love reading for the rest of the month? Okay. General love reading for our little Sagittarius here. Wow. So you're going to be celebrating because somebody from your past is coming back to you. Maybe somebody you know from work. I don't know. Somebody from your past is coming back and you're going to celebrate. So that's coming up for CC Sagittarius. Is there anybody from your past that you want to reach out to you? Because that's pretty much what the cards are saying. I'm not quite sure what the Eight of Pentacles is saying, though. Let's get clarity on that. You're Capricorn. Okay. Well, yeah, don't worry. Yeah. Yeah. It looks like your Capricorn is coming back. So I wouldn't worry. I don't do pendulum readings, but okay. And then, okay, so CC Sagittarius. And then, okay, rain. Okay, rain. Post your question. I'll get you happily. Happily, no, you're right. You were next. So sorry. Happily ever after. You are next. You are right. I'm so sorry about that. Got a little confused in here. Will the Toxus Taurus leave my Libra friend A in the next 2 months? Okay. Will this Toxus Taurus go away? Ooh, yay. Answered it with one card. Yes. He's going away. See what else comes out about that. Okay, there's going to be communication about this. But yes, the Taurus that is toxic is leaving. So that's good. I'm happy for it. That's so good. I'm happy for her too. Okay. SL, you're next, and then Stacy, and then Rain. Sorry about the confusion, guys. My XT wanting to come back and communicate. Does he even feel for me? Okay, so for your ex, the Five of Swords pops out, and that usually pops up when there's been conflict and somebody's angry. And somebody's kind of worried about like status quo stuff. Like, are you from different cultures, different religions, different social classes of any sort? What's going on there? He's looking towards the future for something. Does he want to communicate? And he's in his head. So I would say no, that your ex is not wanting to communicate. He's still angry. Um, he's looking to the future and kind of looking to see what's out there. But when it comes to the situation with you, different religion, okay, that's on his mind too. Um, but I would say right now, this guy's in his head, and I would just be really patient because uh, now would not be a good time to communicate with him. I hope that helps. Okay, you just have to wait it out. You can't just not make him angry. Um, I would say give this person some space. Okay, Stacy. Hi, Joshika. Will Elle and I work things out, or will I meet someone else? Let's ask will Elle and you work things out. Okay, I would say right now the tarot is not really answering fully, but I would say right now surrender to what is happening in the situation. Once you surrender, then a new beginning can start. And the tarot is not giving any information on what exactly is going to happen, but I would say to kind of surrender to the situation, but still hold out hopes that things are going to work out because you got the Fool. Okay. Rain, what's your question? And after Rain, I'm going to take a little break and then I'll do Georgia Peach. You've been stuck in that for a while. Well, you got the Hangman. It says surrender, surrender to what's happening. Once you surrender, things will either move forward or you'll find somebody else. A general about my future spouse. Okay. Okay, I don't know if this is about your future spouse or about what's going on right now, but it shows you moving on to smoother waters ahead. So you're moving on from something. You were in a situation that didn't have equal give and take. Perhaps you felt really taken for granted. Um, but emotions are coming up. So when it comes to a future spouse, you're going to start off as kind of like an infatuation, kind of like when you're young and you fall in love, those kind of feelings. But for now, you need to make sure you get completely away from any conflict in your life. So conflict is coming up, and moving on from a past relationship that didn't have equal give and take is what the cards are talking about. Maybe an immature situation. Is any of that resonating for you, Rain? Hmm. Let's see what else comes up. Okay. Your next relationship will be very full of passion and sex, but there is a warning that comes with that. The warning is to be sure that you don't end up falling into a situation where it's purely sex and then the guy kind of just leaves and doesn't want a relationship. So the cards are warning against, um, if this is what you want, that's fine. But what's coming up next may be casual sex. Or it just may be somebody you fall for fast and have a lot of passion for. I haven't been with anyone for 3 years now. Okay, got the Three of Pentacles. So not only will you have passionate sex with this person, and that maybe be the initial attraction, but you also have a good relationship where you work together as a team. What else? Again, sex is showing up for you big time. Sex, sex, sex. You got the King of Wands. He is a sexy guy. And the Ace of Wands is my card in relationships. That wand, that's not a stick, that's an erect penis. So, yeah, a lot of sex is showing up in the cards for you. Haha, hopefully the second choice. I hope that helps. Okay. Yay, I mean, that's good too. What's life without passion, right? Okay. You're welcome. And guys, I'm going to take a little, just a couple minute break. I just need to get some water and yeah. I know you want to go out, sweetie. When it gets warmer outside. You about ready for bed? You about ready for bed, sweetie? You are. We'll go to bed here in a little bit. I'm almost done. Okay. All right. I'm going to do this one last reading and then we're going to close the list. Georgia Peach, are you still here? And everybody else, like and subscribe. And, come on maybe next time that I'm on. But I've been here for forever. Georgia Peach. Ah. Drop your question, hon. See ya, Joshika. I'm sorry, I'm just like getting out of it tonight. Will RS try to reconcile, or has he moved on? Will RS try to reconcile? First of all, I'm seeing the focus of finances. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is a card about friendship. Okay. Honey, he's going to reconcile. You got the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. Like, there's just not even much to be said. Like, he's going to reconcile. This is like the happily ever after card. This is a card of a woman who's like financially secure. This is a card of friendship. And again, a woman who's financially secure. So either you're financially secure or maybe that's what he wants. But yeah, you were going to reconcile. So don't even worry about it. I hope that helped. The list is closed, but I will be back on other days. I'm just getting really tired tonight. You're welcome. All right. With that, I will see you guys next time. Bye.